everybody. I saw an interesting video this morning. I'll put the link down below. And she was talking about souls and how everybody is important in this life, in this world. Each one of us having our own part in this puzzle, so to speak. And she talked about the souls, that there's young souls, old souls, and how there are people that seem soulless that are out there. And we've seen some discussions lately about the non-playing characters, people that don't seem to have a soul. So she was talking about the ages of souls, and it made me think whether or not, the question is, were all souls created at the same time? Or are there souls out there that are older than others? So are there new souls being made and created as, I don't know if you can use the word time. Is it possible for there to be souls that are older than others? Or were we all created at the same time and then we advance at different rates? Myself, I seem to think that we were all created at the same time, and some of us may have had more lives, past lives and other lives than others, and it's the experiences that we had in these different lives that make us what we are now, what we're experiencing now. For example, some of us may have been through past lives in which we really suffered through different things, so when we come into this incarnation, our concentrations now are on spirituality and bettering ourselves. Where other people seem shallow, superficial, only worrying about buying new things or new cars and new latest gadgets. And there's others that you meet that are just totally different. And it does seem like some people are more advanced spiritually than others. But we're all playing a part in this puzzle, and maybe some of us need to be less advanced, more superficial, so to speak, than others. It's been a while since I've even wanted to be looking at YouTubes because of all the negativity that's been going on in the awakening process we're having here. But instead of pulling back from it completely, I want to focus on the people that I've really been drawn to lately. Rory McFizz, you're one of them, and of course my friends here on YouTube, Martin and Jazz and Tony, Conspiracy Mystic, become really good friends of mine. And speaking of Tony, Caveman, there's an example of a young man in his late 20s that really seems to be an old soul. You know, he thinks about things that most people that age wouldn't even consider. And I have relatives and people I know that are much, much older, and they worry about their new cars, their vacations, their newest thing to show off. They wouldn't even think about things like we talk about, you know, the things that we contemplate out here. Life after death, reincarnation. Sorry about that. You know, the things we contemplate on here, I know a lot of people I wouldn't even want to think about them. So, is he an older soul, or just had different experiences throughout his existence that makes him who he is today? That's my question. I wonder what you think about that. Are all souls created at the same time, or do we just advance at different rates? That's my thought today. And I wanted to say, Lone Zen Warrior, I enjoyed your video today about your name. That was very interesting and unique, and it really put a lot of thought into your name. Every single word of that name had a special meaning for you, and I like that. My name is simply Lori, and Gail, the G-A-L-E spelling I liked because it reminds me of the winds, the gales, you know, whereas my middle name is G-A-I-L, I like the spelling of Gale, because to me that's like the winds of a hurricane, the winds of change. Anyway, thoughts for today. Souls. Are there different aged souls than others? Are there souls in bugs and animals? our pets, wild animals. They have spirit. But what about souls? Do you think we've ever lived lives as an animal? Or is that like a group spirit experiencing for creation? I sometimes contemplate that when I see insects. Their lives seem so insignificant because it's short. There is spirit, they're alive, but what was it like to be a bug? I mean, what kind of spirit or soul is in them? There isn't much out there on that. Is it like a group consciousness experiencing itself? Souls and bugs, or is it spirit? Just some weird thoughts today. Leave your comments, and I'd like to get back to you.